So what's up guys, I got another good video for you today. And today's video we're going to be going over my RECCE rifle concept build. So this guy right here. So my whole concept behind this build specifically was to have a RECCE rifle that was lightweight and low profile. So I wanted everything tight and in towards the body of the rifle. I didn't want nothing too bulky or nothing sticking out too much. I try to make this as streamlined as possible. Let's just go over this rifle. So first off, this is a BCM Bravo Company complete rifle. I bought this as a complete upper and lower from Rainier Arms around 2 years ago. So we got the BCM lower receiver, okay, and it has the 16-inch standard USGI barrel with the 15-inch MCMR handguard in M-lock. Has a standard carbine length extension tube with their BCM stock. I love their stocks because it's very crisp and not a lot of wobble or play. So that's a plus there. Has the BCM, I believe this is the Mod 3 pistol grip, so it's a little bit more vertical. I love the way this feels. A lot of grip on it. And all right, so let's go. So that's the basis of the rifle. Let's just go tip the butt. So starting off, we have a Surefire War Comp flash hider / compensator. I went with this guy here because I'm going to be running the RC2 suppressor can from Surefire. This thing, I think it looks really nice and it does a pretty good job on suppressing that flash and a pretty decent job on compensating as well. Either way you put it, this gun with the mid-length gas system is a very flat shooting rifle. I mean, there is not a lot of recoil when you're shooting this thing. So that's the muzzle device there. Moving on from there, I just have this little pick rail here for when I put my Magpul bipod from when I'm at the range in the prone position. So I just leave that guy there in case I want to stick my bipod. And then right here we have a Surefire Pro Scout light. And this is the Pro model. It's dual fuel. So you could take those two different kind of batteries, the rechargeable ones or just the ones you just throw in there. The reason why I went with this light specifically was because, again, the whole streamlined low profile look. And with this new Pro model mount system, it swivels up and down. So you attach it M-lock and you can swivel it down and get it as tight to your rail as possible. So you see how tight that is. I mean, that is super low profile, and that's what I was going for. So I have this end cap here for the light, so it has a button here for constant on and off, and then it has the cord that attaches to the tape switch here. This tape switch is a momentary pressure pad as well as a on and off button there. And as you can see, I have this very neatly zip tied down to my handguard. So I got zip ties here, 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 and here. So I keep that very tight and low profile so that nothing gets snagged up. All right. Right here, I have the Magpul 45-degree offset sights. I love these guys because, one, they are metal, so they're a lot more rigid. And the reason why I went with these over the canted red dot system is because, again, I wanted something low profile. And the canted red dot is nice, but it does stick out a little bit too much for me. and that also is glass, so that can get damaged, versus these metal iron sights are going to be a little bit more rigid and a little bit more durable than any glass red dot. And these sit on that rail very low. I mean, it's very low profile, and it sits right in between this Picatinny upper rail and this Surefire light. It sits right in that pocket perfectly, and I just love the way how low profile that is. It just looks really good. So I'm moving down here. I have a vertical grip, and this is the stubby edition made by Samson. So Samson Manufacturing makes these grips. They have a standard one, or they have this one where it's like a grenade texture, and you can screw it on and off like this. And I went with the stubby because I don't want nothing super long sticking out down here, because I never grab the gun like this anyways. I use this more as a hand stop pretty much. So I can grip it like this. I can still get a good C-clamp grip, and I could actuate all my buttons here at will, and I could really drive this into my shoulder and have a good foundation. So, and I really like the way the vertical grips look. I just never was a fan of the super long ones, you know. This whole goal here was to go low profile, so I went with the stubby, and it works perfectly. Right here, we just have a standard BCM sling mount. The sling I use is a RECCE Concept slingster. Probably one of my favorite slings today. And let's talk about this bolt catch right here. This is the Geissele Maritime bolt catch. I got this because it is has a lot more purchase area, and you can manipulate it a lot easier than just the mil-spec bolt catch. And it's very sturdy. I like it. It was only 34 bucks. I have the standard safety toggle switch that came with the rifle. So this is just a standard mil-spec 90-degree safety selector. Now I did switch out my trigger to a Geissele SDE. That's a super dynamic enhanced trigger. It is a 3.5 pound pull trigger. It is a 2-stage, and I'm a big fan of this. It has a clean, crisp break and a nice wall. So it has a nice wall here, the first stage, and a clean second stage break. So I love that a lot. Charging handle, Geissele again with the airborne charging handle. I got this because it is low profile compared to their Super Duty, which the wings stick out a lot more. So they made these so that the wings are more narrow and streamlined. And it has this nice fat lip right here to help from the gas from getting to your face when running suppressed. And I think I went over the bolt already. This is the standard BCM bolt. Very durable. It's pretty much the gold standard for bolt carrier groups. And see, for optic, again, this is a RECCE build. So I went with the LPVO over the red dot and magnifier. I went through the red dot EOTech on my 11.5 build, and I got this guy here. This is a Leupold VX6HD 1:6 magnification. I mean, it has a throw lever that makes it real nice to switch from 1:6. And I went with this over the Vortex because this is only 15 or 16 ounces. So the whole concept here was to be low profile and lightweight, and this fit the bill. The Vortex Razor, I believe, is around, depending on the model, anywhere from 20 to 25 ounces, you know, plus the scope mount. It's a nice optic, but a little bit too heavy for me. That's why I opted out for the Leupold, because the glass quality is very good, very clear, and very lightweight. And I just have the standard Leupold Mark AR scope rings there. Let's see, that is pretty much it. So lastly, I just want to say I hope this inspired somebody today. I mean, this is pretty much how I like my setup. I mean, I'm very particular on how I run my rifles, and I'm all about durability, lightweight, low profile, something that isn't too bulky and sticking out everywhere. I like things very narrow and streamlined. Okay, and this fits the bill, you know. And once I get my RC2 suppressor and throw that can on here, it will be a bit long, but you know, it's a recce build, okay? And I don't mind having a 16-inch barrel just for that added ballistics, you know. And with this mid-length gas system is, you know, it's very flat shooting. This is just a joy to shoot, you know. And I really like the idea of having a low power variable optic. I'm able to have positive ID at further distances, able to see further, and it made more sense to have that on a recce build versus my standard red dot with magnifier. And I like here too, this scope mount, I have it sitting up a little bit to add one extra slot for the Picatinny section. So this Magpul flip up sight fits in there just perfectly. I mean, and I'm still able to manipulate my charging handle from the weak side if I needed to. So yeah, this is my 16-inch recce build. All right, I hope you like it. Hope this inspired somebody today to maybe consider going for a low profile and a lightweight recce build. So yeah, thanks for watching, and like and subscribe, leave a comment, tell me what you think. All right, well, take care.